You never sought a protective order against your ex-husband, did you?
Yes, I did when we divorced.
What a start by the cop's attorney.
Did you apologize? No. Did you help me put my door back on the hinges?
No.
Sean Grooms, girls high on shrooms.
Have you ever been called derogatory names as an officer?
Yeah.
Can you give me an example of some of those names?
Stupid bitch.
Are you familiar with the song Wet Ass Pussy?
Carly B. WAP. I find it bad to say what WAP means. WAP. WAP.
That's a wet ass pussy.
Fuck yeah.
So who is Sean Grooms?
Sean Grooms is one of the police officers suing me. In the deposition, he said that he got a divorce because of me. My attorney reached out to his ex-wife, and come to find out, he actually got a divorce because he was having sex with like meth head, crackhead women on duty.
That's exactly how my first marriage broke up, and this is obviously Afroman. He's speaking about an officer, Sean Grooms, one of the few crybaby cops that raided his house, broke his gate, broke his door, and then sued him for making funny songs about him. Let's watch.
He was giving them what I call penis plea deals.
Recently got divorced.
Did she divorce you solely because of this?
Not solely.
And there he is, Officer Sean Grooms.
Sean Grooms, girls high on shrooms.
At his deposition before the trial. Let's watch.
What did she say exactly that this played into the divorce?
She was tired of hearing about it. People asking her, was her husband a thief?
Sean is a Sean Groom. Sean Grooms blame me for his divorce.
This is from Afroman's tribute song, The Sean Grooms. Let's keep listening.
But his ex-wife Rhonda said he was having too much intercourse.
What you were armed with?
An AR.
It's an AR-15 assault rifle?
Correct.
This man vandalized my property. He's in my kitchen with an AR-15. Then he sues me for cracking a joke about him.
Sean Grooms, I understand. Just like you, I cheated on my wife. Just like you, I fucked up my life.
This dude is the perpetrator and the victim at the same time.
Search the basement?
I did not.
Do you ever remember seeing the basement?
Do not.
Are we sure Officer Grooms can even read the search warrant?
Did you ever see any cages?
I didn't.
Did you apologize? No. Did you help me put my door back on the hinges?
No.
Did you help me fix my gate? No.
Now, you're part of this lawsuit. You're asking for damages due to your reputation. Can you tell me how being called the Hunchback of Notre Dame has affected your reputation?
I get made fun of a lot when I go into a call like everybody else has said.
Afroman compared Sean Grooms to the Hunchback of Notre Dame, and clearly the Hunchback would have damages being compared to Sean Grooms, but what are Grooms' damages?
Get accused of you gonna take my money or you gonna take this or that.
Were you ever threatened?
Actually, I was. I had 3 personal phone calls.
Tell me about those calls.
I should be shot or beat up for doing what I'd done to Mr. Foreman.
Did you log the numbers that called?
I did not.
Did you turn that information over to the prosecutor's office?
I mentioned it to the sheriff.
Do you know what he did?
I don't.
Was anybody arrested in reference to those 3 calls?
Not to my knowledge.
Did they pull any wire searches or anything?
As far as I know, no.
When these crybabies were pressed to how they were damaged, they always referred to the fact that someone was making some funny prank calls to the police station. No one ever tracked down any of the alleged threats. They never actually looked up any of the phone numbers or actually did any searches with the phone companies to get the real numbers. Even if they were spoofed, they could have got them. They never did.
Threatening a police officer a crime?
Usually is.
This may sound stupid, Sean, but police officer's crime. Isn't it odd that the prosecutor didn't take any steps?
Can't answer it.
In your personal opinion, do you think it's odd?
Kind of.
I'm sorry.
Kind of. Sorry.
Isn't it odd that your wife is divorcing you for fucking crackheads and meth heads, but you're blaming it on a rapper?
You've also asked in your complaint for emotional damages. Could you please explain what emotional damages are?
I don't even know if we can explain what emotions are.
Strike that. Emotional distress.
emotional distress.
Just having to worry about everything. What people think of you and how they look at you kind of played a part in my family life.
Explain that to me.
Recently got divorced.
Did she divorce you solely because of this?
Not solely, but
What did she say exactly that this played into the divorce?
she was tired of hearing about it. People asking her, is her husband a thief? How could he do something like this?
I apologize for not knowing the answer to this. What was your ex-wife's name?
Rhonda. Rhonda.
Did she go back to her maiden name?
No.
So it's still Rhonda Grooms? Rhonda Grooms?
One, two, go.
Whenever you're involved in litigation, the best person to give you intel on the opposition is an ex-wife, and that's why it's critical you get to the ex-wife. She doesn't care who she embarrasses. She will always tell you all the dirt on her ex, and that's what old Afroman's doing right here.
When they would play Mr. Foreman's song Lemon Pound Cake, did they take that as a literal fact from your observations?
No.
And there she is, Rhonda Grooms, the ex-wife, testifying in open court. Let's watch.
Were they laughing and joking about it?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Are you familiar with the song W.A.P.?
WAP. WAP.
That's some wet ass pussy.
Wet Ass Pussy?
Yes.
Has your students played it in class?
Once, and I asked them to please turn it off.
I don't wanna spit. I wanna go. I wanna gag. I wanna joke.
When they were listening to it, did they think that was fact?
No.
I want you to touch that little dangly thing that's swinging the back of my throat.
So they didn't think that that was depicting anything in real life?
No.
Well, she ain't been with the right man then.
So you didn't have to teach them that wasn't real?
No, I did not. Yes.
Do you believe it's a literal interpretation?
No.
Would you agree it's derogatory towards women?
No.
Bring a bucket and a mop for this wet ass pussy.
It absolutely isn't. The lubrication of a vagina is critical to the survival of our species. It lubricates for a reason. And of course, if you're with the right man, you understand exactly that this song is not derogatory towards women. It's actually beneficial towards women, because without it, we wouldn't be here.
Even though it says nasty things about them?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's the artist's opinion, I guess. That's the way I feel.
If he ate my ass, he's a bottom feeder.
Maybe not an opinion you like, but
Yeah.
Trust me, Rhonda, once you meet the right guy, you will know exactly what Cardi B is speaking about.
I can make you bust before I ever meet you. If it don't hang, then he can't bang. You can't hurt my feelings, but I like pain.
Ms. Grooms, has Mr. Foreman's posts about Sean or any of the general posts about the Adams County Sheriff's Department as a whole
Sean Grooms, girls high on shrooms, drops her screw the losing cheap hotel room.
affected your life any at all?
No.
Would you believe it would have affected your life while you were married to Sean?
Sean Grooms, girls high on shrooms.
If it had any effect, I guess that would be the time it would have an effect.
But as his spouse, you would have expected it.
Yes.
Is it fair to say that Mr. Foreman, the posts about the police department and everything had not a damn thing to do with your relationship between you and Sean and why it came to an end?
What was that? Mama's lemon pound cake.
No, it did not.
The posts never affected your life, never affected your marriage?
No.
Recently got divorced.
Did she divorce you solely because of this?
Not solely.
What did she say exactly that this played into the divorce?
She was tired of hearing about it. People asking her, is her husband a thief?
Never affected your life, never affected your marriage?
No.
And the only thing worse than catching your husband banging so many other women while you were married
Sean Grooms, girls high on shrooms, drops her screw the losing cheap hotel room.
is finding out that your husband came into some money after you were married for which you weren't entitled for. And thank God for old Rhonda here. She made sure that old Groomy Grooms got nothing.
Any statement to the contrary would be false?
Yes.
Morning, Ms. Grooms. I'm sorry you have to be here.
I am too.
Where to start? You never sought a protective order against your ex-husband, did you?
Yes, I did when we divorced.
And what a start by the cop's attorney, asking a question he doesn't know the answer to. Specifically, has there ever been a restraining order issued against your husband? And she said, yeah, there was. Great job by the attorney.
The divorce, yes.
Did
I got
you-
a restraining order?
Did you got a restraining order?
Yes, I did.
Those are all my questions. Thank you, ma'am.
Tell me about humiliation. How have you experienced humiliation?
Pretty much the same as the others. I've been made fun of.
when you go to calls and people are saying, "Are you going to do us like Afroman? You're a thief," and stuff like that?
Well, that and being told that hunchback, but there's hunchback from Afroman.
Have you ever been called derogatory names as an officer?
Yeah.
Can you give me an example of some of those names?
Stupid, bitch.
You said this might have something to do with your divorce. Would the correct person to ask about that be your ex-wife?
You could try that, huh? She's not very happy right now, so
Why is she not very happy?
it didn't all give her way.
You mean the divorce?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, don't you worry, Officer Grooms. We will ask Rhonda, and certainly we did at the trial, and you saw her beautifully testify that none of the songs that Afroman made affected their marriage at all. And like I said earlier, the last thing a divorced woman wants is for her ex-husband to come into a large sum of money for which she's entitled to none. And thank goodness for Rhonda, and thank goodness for Afroman for exposing all these crybaby cops.
Sean Grooms, girls high on shrooms.
Bad to say what WAP means.
Wop,
WAP.
wop,
WAP.
wop. That's some wet ass pussy.
Fuck yeah.